Hello guys, this is Dama.82. I am here with Matey and Superminer 19. Say hello guys.
Hello.
Hello.
They both agree that they want to have their ships face off against each other in an exhibition match because they weren't able to do so during the tournament. I should note though that these designs are optimized to work in current version and not the version that they originally created in, so yeah, just wanted to make sure I brought that up before we got too far along. So over here on the left here, we have Matey's ship, the IJN Kyuushu.
Or, as I discovered recently while refitting her, the armor break.
You did make a fairly tanky ship, that is true.
Hell, she can even take... what was it? Yeah, she was taking perforator fire for a minute and it barely stripped a single layer of the armor.
Not bad. Is that a... oh, that's a sonar. Okay, I was wondering what the fuck that was. I was like, why the hell would you have a camera underwater?
It's me trying to hide everything inside of the ship. Recently I've taken to mimicking over all of the munition defenses.
I do this every now and then too if I'm using a bulbous bow. Not a bad idea. Anyway, let's have a look over here at the Challenger. Also, I want to note that Matey got in second place in the tournament. Congrats again on that. Over here we have the person who took third in the tournament. This is the Trident by Superminer 19. Superminer, is there anything that you want to talk about your ship here? About any potential changes that you made, or?
One thing I wish I could have did is re-armor up the turret cap, but that would make it not their original design. Or, well, way too different from what it was originally like.
If I remember right, you were relying mostly on kinetic rounds, if I remember correctly?
It's not so good patent depth, but they work against some things once they're weakened enough.
Okay. Maybe you went for like the block damage on yours, didn't you?
Yeah, I just went for giant telephone poles full of fragments and explosives, which I imagine will do quite well over here, especially taking out those torpedoes in the bottom.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how well you do against these torpedoes because, well, let's be honest, Superminer's torpedoes were pretty notorious during the whole fucking tournament, so yeah.
Hell, I know I have 3 layers of bottom armor even.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just beat the ever-living shit out of Geos. That was crazy. Anyway, so we ready to start this off?
Yep.
Alright, let's do it. And there go the first salvos.
And the Kyuushu missing.
Yep.
Because I didn't set up the required accuracy before firing proper.
Oh, that was a nasty hit. Kyuushu, how are you looking? That was a really nasty first salvo.
The Trident managed to kind of punish one of the secondaries again, which is to be expected. They're not meant to survive.
No.
But seems like a lot of the detection has just been turned off.
And there goes the first torpedo salvo, I believe.
And the Kyuushu doing some interesting torpedo beats. Now I'm quite happy she's derping like that.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional, but
the AI setup tends to do that, but Superminer's turret took one direct hit and it's still firing, so there's that, if you look at the front. But seems like HE Fragment still does the work.
I should have used a pure frag shield. Those can penetrate more than most kinetics at a 6-meter shell.
Yeah, although the Kyuushu seems to have lost one of the barrels on her turrets, at least the forward ones, seems like she's taking quite a bit of damage. But exposing the other broadside brings the secondaries to bear. The Superminer's
still got all of his guns online, it looks like.
One of them just went out of its... two of them just went out of the turret. firing arc.
The broadside guns look like those are about out now.
Yeah, and the Kyuushu's again just doing a nice little circle, which is bringing it out of line of fire of most of the torpedoes. And the back turrets added one which are fully operational, so yay for superior Japanese maneuverability.
I don't know why it's going face forward. It should be turning right now.
You know, that's a problem that...
Look at the back. Look at the back.
What the hell is his
Salvos
name?
hit the...
Locogular was having the same problem with his AI setup. It kept wanting to basically do the exact same thing yours is doing right now. Oh, there goes the front turret.
Seems I hit some of your rudders early on, because if you take a look at the back...
No, his rudders are still there.
And then it's just not enough turning force, which is something I've had issues with.
So, I'm thinking for my next tournament, I want to do something like a squad-based tank one. What do you guys think of that?
I haven't built tanks in a while, but...
I've been recently building a lot of things.
Well, I got a tank tutorial series if you guys want a refresher course.
Oh, that's a good
Not
plug.
really.
Just throwing it out there.
I don't know what the Kyushu's doing, but it seems to be working. And that's the forward turret out.
Though, you use a lot of, like, HE and flak on yours, so that's probably just getting into every nook and cranny that's vulnerable to it right now.
If you take a look, that's mostly just the HE stripping off a layer and frag, so works as intended, and I actually still use a lot of those shells in my cruisers, even after the patch. But
yeah, I've been meaning to ask how well they've been doing you in current version.
They're slightly worse against smaller targets, but they do a lot better against, well, very heavy targets, so...
Like so?
Still not the best, and I definitely say if you want to mix them, use a third of them and then hash heat combos. But they do a lot of nasty damage to basically wherever they hit, and that seems to be doing quite well. But yeah, Superminer ship only has a single main battery turret left.
My internet went completely. For a bit.
Oops.
So
I can't even see what's happening on the stream after we load it.
You are down to one turret now. The other three have been completely knocked out. I don't think you've been able to hit anything with any of your torpedo salvos, because it seems like Matey keeps his chip wants to turn into them. Which is, yeah.
Maybe this time.
yeah, this seems like the first proper salvo that may hit.
Oh, yeah? That might...
And
ooh, yeah. That was a good hit.
Only hit the front though.
You got a lot of block confetti off of that. I mean, look at that shit.
and that's the bow. That's meant to be there. That's meant to distract enemies. Same as the funnel, which Superminer's ship has been, funnily enough, avoiding. But, well, the fight's going to for a while now, and it doesn't seem to be going in either ship's particular favor.
You got a slight lead over him. Well, I say slight, it's almost 10% now.
Yeah, and you have more.
Yeah, but both ships are fully seaworthy still. And yeah, that's good. That's another salvo of torpedoes, I think. Which, let's see what it does.
Not a whole lot. I think it might have hit a more armored area because I only saw a few bucks come off of that.
I think a lot. I think I saw a lot of trails behind the ship too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think only one of the torpedoes.
Oh, that one's gonna just barely miss.
That's disappointing.
I mean,
is that a Cogular right here? No, that's Ender. Sorry, Ender. You sound kind of like a Cogular there for a moment.
the Kyuushu is kind of spot the area which doesn't have at least 3 layers of armor, and the only time you're gonna find that is looking at the superstructure or the very front. I went kind of paranoid, to be honest.
Well, you've done tournaments before, so you probably had a leg up on several people, because I think it was their first for a lot of them.
No, I actually didn't. I only helped Darka with one of his tournaments.
Really? I thought you entered, or you had an entry for one of Darkhouse tournaments, did you not?
I did help him, but I didn't partake personally.
Okay, I thought the shiny horse was yours.
Oh yeah, that. I did that, but that was a collab with Timo, so I didn't really count that.
Okay.
And it's a downscaled battleship, anyways.
Well, so was this.
Yeah. No, this was just a clean build. And yeah, the Kyuushu turrets are damaged, which that AP is nasty. If you take a look
Look at the surface damage isn't that bad boy. Look at how many guns are off on you realize what the real damage is.
Yeah.
I think Super Miner, most of his is knocked out. Aside from this one turret right here on the back that just refuses to die.
Yeah, it's even damaged, but you just...
The X turret literally too angry to die.
It's more refusing to accept reality at this point.
Oh, so it's a TD developer, okay. Someone had to say it, I mean, come on.
Mostly drama, to be honest.
Hell, even Meist.
Apparently Drubba isn't even a developer.
No, he was hired on as a contractor.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, the middle gun on that turret still refuses to accept reality, it seems. Yep.
Yeah, I might quit at this point, because...
It's like flipping us the bird there, isn't it?
Yeah. You'll have to sink the ship before you actually get the turrets.
But gotta give mad props to Super Miner. He built a very sturdy ship.
Yeah, both of these ships, if you just pause for a moment and look at the damage, you'll see that it's just surface level on both ships.
Yeah. The only actual turret damage is when you hit the turret cap, or it gets super weak.
Yep.
That's the one thing I really hate, is didn't like about the term, is that there wasn't heavy armor allowed on the turret caps, which is what I mainly use.
I didn't want people having just full-on alloy and heavy armor bricks. That was kind of one of the reasons behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand the rule. I still kind of bitch about not having heavy armor on the turret cap, but hell, what I would have done if I was building meta, then I would have built just 3-4.
Well, we got a torpedo salvo going out.
Yeah, it's probably the last torpedo, and the Kyuushu is still turning.
Yeah, if I was thinking at the time when I was building turret caps, I would have built 5 layers of metal on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what the Kyuushu has. It's more than enough, usually.
I wouldn't mind revising those rules here. Should we do the tournament again? Maybe have some limited heavy armor use, but...
Seems the actual timer isn't around, though. But
yep, but I set the clock a lot longer, so I don't know why I was still showing 10 minutes, but, yeah. I maxed out the clock as far as it would go, though.
Yeah, the Kyushu's taken a couple of torpedoes in the meantime, but it's been only 0.4% HP, so at this point it's just a matter of time, because
I don't know, those torpedoes, if they get a few lucky hits in, they might be able to disable your movement.
The movement, both the movement.
Yeah, that's going to be a good hit right there. All the torpedoes.
Yeah, the movement's actually got several backups inside of the ship, which I've mimicked over. So it's gonna go on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's 2 internal props, there's 2 internal radars, and well, then there is the 5-layer torpedo protection, which admittedly isn't as effective in this version because they decided to nerf stone. Well,
Oh, yeah.
they made it cheaper, but still.
I had Alt Tab out there for a little bit. I was curious to see what the next match was.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, even the secondaries are getting good hits in, which is probably first or second. So,
Well, have you, Demodoc, how do you like the Normandy from what you've seen of it? What
The
I'm
Normandy?
building?
The one that,
The one I was building.
I don't think I've actually had a good chance to look at it, but if you want to send me some screens, I'll take a look, yeah.
I don't have screenshots on my phone.
Uh-oh, that could be a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can, after the battle, you can even look in the, you can look a little bit back in the
I gotta say,
STD deck up horn?
the dock up horn.
Yeah.
I gotta say the Trident is one tough girl.
Yes, she is.
She's not pulling her punches, definitely.
She takes it like a Vietnamese whore and just keeps on trucking, doesn't she?
Oh, this could be nasty.
Yes. Because those torpedoes are just slowly eating into your citadel there.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at all of that.
Yeah, it's the external armor. That's literally 3 to 4 more layers behind that.
It
And
looks
then
like
the citadel bulkhead.
potentially start breaching your compartments here on the starboard side.
Well, the ship can float at 50% health, so...
You don't see a whole lot of ships that can do that, honestly. Are those more torpedoes?
You have to put a lot of thought into that, and once you start putting
Oh,
in
yep.
extremely heavy armor...
You got another torpedo salvo in the side there.
Yeah, it seems to have turned off the secondary guns, so... That's nasty. The Trident's still losing at least 1.5% to every percent it deals to the Kyuushu, but she is still floating, so this could be a problem. But the Kyushu 4 repair bots are definitely earning their time and place. Although that salvo seems to be missing because she's heading away and turning.
Now, while I got you guys here in chat, I want to apologize for trying or taking so long to get this together. Just a bunch of stuff just kept coming up out of the blue.
I don't care. It's
It was kind of just an extra thing that happened in the back of my mind.
I know, I just really hate breaking promises on people like that.
Oh, it's fine.
yeah. This is the issue with the Kyushu. She's meant to disable. She's not meant to completely bludgeon a ship to death. Although
Well, you,
No.
poor Geo, you ripped him in half.
torpedo projection is also armored, but well, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I do remember
Torpedo
Geo
shit.
getting bifurcated, which I'm still mad that I wasn't able to get that on camera.
Poor
Let's
Geo's.
try remaking that battle.
Oh, that would be funny. But yeah, at this point, no torpedoes on Trident versus 6 odd guns on the Kyushu, firing every once in a while.
Yeah, my torpedoes could barely. Well, actually,
I think
no,
those
they
might
keep up
miss.
with Geo's. Yep.
Yeah, that looks like a miss to me.
Yeah, you should honestly just tell Geo, let's do an exhibition match.
So we can see it get bifurcated.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if you'd be able to replicate that very easily, but there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, those internal turret walls, I have to compliment you on the armor.
I'm
not giving up.
I'm thinking though those torpedoes are probably not going to be very accurate here because I imagine this thing's probably lost a whole bunch of detection.
Being less accurate is actually good because the Kyuushu is driving like a madman.
Yeah, I built this so long ago that
That was kind of a near miss
that's
there.
almost a complete foreign craft to me now.
Kind of looks like the Lightning Hoods found some APS guns and just decided to stick that on a battleship because they were on a budget.
Is
And I quite like the look.
well, yeah. I also remember, I believe you took what, 3rd place in the aesthetics portion of the competition.
Yeah, right now, I wish I used mimics at the time.
I mean, this is the second place fighting the 3rd place, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
you
didn't.
you guys both got 2nd and 3rd respectively.
Well, he got 2nd place and 1st place and no, he did get 2nd.
Yeah, the Smolensk by Yar the Bug that ended up getting 1st. Which I knew was
Yeah,
going to
I
come
should-
down to either Matey or the Smolensk, but of course I couldn't say anything until the judges had their say, so.
Yeah, I should have.
Should have
should've-
made the actual rooms more detailed inside of the ship.
Actually, I had detailed rooms inside the ship slightly.
That is true, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And just he brushed over.
Oh, you lost the torpedo launcher there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It only took like a few months after.
Is that
I
daylight I'm
built
seeing on the other side
Trident.
there? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's when I started actually using a ton of mimics on every single one of my ships.
The bow of the ship has been completely butchered, and
Gone.
she's now listing at 45 degrees.
Yep.
So those torpedoes can't even hit now.
Some hollow point
Kyuushu's-
kinetics might have been good to mix in there, I think, matey.
Watch it do some magic, and it somehow hits with torpedoes and still.
Oh no, it's just going to completely capsize it.
Yeah, it's going to Australia on us. Which I was able to get a Megalodon to do that last night with my new battle cruiser. It's pretty
I'm
funny.
gonna stop playing from dubs recently so I can actually get ideas for building when I play.
My thing is I get ideas all the time, but it's usually when I'm trying to sleep. That's the problem.
And that doesn't really happen so much with me.
The Trident's getting dangerously close to 55% health though, so that could be the end of it. So I'm surprised torpedoes aren't properly firing though.
The Trident looks like caution tape. The caution tape ship.
Well, I would be comfortable with calling the match here if you guys are fine with that as well.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Matey?
You already know that.
Yeah, I'm fine with
That
it.
is lost.
It's now just a matter of time.
Yeah, so it seemed like the Kyuushu was a pretty clear winner there, but Superminer built a very, very solid ship because you had to pound on that thing for quite a while for it to even start listing. So yeah, kudos to both of you.
Yeah. If you want a ship to not capsize for that long, you
I
really
know.
have to design it.
Actually, my newest ship I'm building for the 7.2 tournament, I've made it so basically it doesn't capsize, even with just someone using a ton of pure kinetic, blasting it for like a good few minutes. Where basically the site was riddled with so much holes, it didn't capsize.
The best
Or-
way I've found to actually test out is the ship going to capsize under battleship versus battleship duels is just spawn in an area and let it pound on the thing for 5 minutes. It's got torpedoes, so you can simulate large concentrated impacts, and well, you can even actually simulate proper AP with it, since it's one of my favorite Steel Striders probably. Just because it's simple, it's effective, and it doesn't have quad turrets, unlike new Excalibur, the imposter.
So, Superminer, do you have any closing thoughts for us?
Not really.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This has been Dama.82 with Matey and Superminer 19 with a brief cameo from Ender Kid. Y'all have yourselves a hell of a day and keep your hammer high. Later.